Well, today we can say it's a blessed day. We have been having rain for about 3 days straight, but God hold his hand up, give us a little sunshine today. So it is a blessed day. So many people complain and complain and complain, but I just have to give God thanks. I did send some minutes to it. I sent some minutes to the phone. Oh, but I have to give God thanks for yet another day. You know, years, I would say, I'm fortunate, but today I'm saying I'm blessed and highly favored to live to see 62 plus years. And I'm still feeling good. I'm still in my right mind. I'm still cognitive of what is going around. I have no complaint. Some people, yes, sometimes my body is in pain and sometimes I'm not feeling well, but today I'm feeling wonderful. So I'm giving God thanks for all that he has done for me. I have a right to praise him, not because of how I'm feeling today, but because he's God, because he's Jehovah, because he's a way maker, he's the maker of heaven and earth, because he commands the wind to blow, he commands the sun to shine, he commands the billows to stand still, so that some of his disciples say, what manner of man is this, that even the wind and the wave obey his will? And so we don't even know who we serve. We don't even know the God we serve. I was reading the book of Isaiah 45, 46, 47. And as you read, I would encourage anyone, if you want to know what is going on in the world today, start to read the book of Isaiah and the book of Jeremiah. Read about when all these nations were having turmoils, all kind of stuff happening. And read the book of Isaiah, even Isaiah himself. When they were having problems and God would speak to them, they would think about why it's happening, why these things are happening today. And you can remember that from the beginning of time, when Adam disobeyed God's will, death take place, thorns, shame came in. He was embarrassed when God called him. He said, I hear you, Lord, but I'm naked. And God, who told you were naked? See, man didn't even know nothing in nakedness. Figure that one out. We experience nakedness when we fall from grace, while the masquerade is out. We experience turmoils and loneliness when we fall from grace. So I would like to encourage you, my audience, that stay in God's favor. Stay under his covenant. Serve him in spirit and truth. Don't ever be afraid of death, because it is appointed unto man once to die. And after death, then comes judgment. Judgment come after the death. Because we are going to be judged according to what we do in this temple that God gave us. Even Christ had to die for us. He experienced mortal death. So each and every one of us will experience. There's two ways to experience death. It's either we experience it, the Lazarus death, or we're going to experience the Job death. Job experienced a death where his body was literally dead, mucus, and he cried out to God at the end and he said, "Cursed am I, cursed the day I was born," because it was just too much. So he was literally dead in his flesh. His flesh was dead. Job was living by his spirit. The Bible says he wrapped himself in ashes. He said he tore his clothes off. Because remember, the enemy went to God, Satan went to God and said, "Listen, I killed all his family, I killed all everything that he owned, and him still love you. So give me him skin to skin. Let me deal with his skin." And the skin of Job, our skin is a temple that we are in. And when our skin start to rotten, and you're walking in a rotten body, and you experience that death, where your body dead, it stinketh. So that when his friends came to see him, they stay afar off, because he was in a rotten body. But his spirit was alive. He still had the audacity to say, "Even though he slay me, yet will I see him. In flesh will I see him." And so Job experienced a physical death in his body, a corruptible death. He saw his body was just corruption. He saw the corruption that his temple was, and he was still living in it. My God, what an awesome God. Your body is like pus, soft tissue, everything gone, and you still, God allow you to still speak from the valley of Ezekiel, from that dead valley, that dead flesh. Isn't God wonderful? So some of us is going to experience a death before we literally pass to our next dimension. We're going to experience, some of us won't experience that death. Some of us will be teletransported out of our body. We won't experience that death. Job didn't teleported out of his body. He experienced a death, but God renewed his body. God replenished his body. God let his body healed, came all back together. Corruption came back while the spirit was yet in that dead body. No, Lazarus, on the other hand, he died. He went and he had a sleep. He was sick unto death, and he had a 4-day rest in the corruptible body. Job didn't have any rest in the corruptible body. He just was in agony and pain, and the enemy wouldn't let him go, because God said, "You can have him, but you can't kill him." And God allowed the spirit of Job to stay in that emaciated body, that corruptible body, and he still lived to tell the tales. On the other hand, Lazarus spent 4 days in a corruptible body. That body was eaten by worm and what have you. It was stinking, so it was rotten. But he didn't experience it. His spirit left that body, so he wasn't experiencing the pain that Job experienced. And so, that's why the Lord said, The last thing for us to overcome is the fear of death. We have to overcome the spirit of death. Every time we have overcome death, you have been through it, gone through it. So no, you're not afraid of it. Nobody can use death to scare you. Use death to fear. Use death to tell you, jump over the cliff and let you jump over the cliff. Because you will just know, listen, it is appointed unto man once to die, and after death, the judgment. You will know that it doesn't matter how death comes, there's going to be a judgment. And we're going to be judged according to the deeds that we do in this body. So if you live a good life, serve God in spirit and in truth, you have nothing to worry about, and do God's will. If you live a horrible life, killing, swearing, murdering, lying to people, conning people, just being wicked, God is going to let you pay for your deeds. Because each and every one of us is going to get a recompense according to what we do. Some of us hell is going to be hotter than some, believe you me. Some of us are going to experience some hell. That's the reason when Davis died and the rich man died, him said, Father Abraham sent Davis so that he may dip his finger into water and put them. No, Davis was a leper. But no, the rich man was in hell, and it was so that him didn't mind if a leopard would dip him in water and put it on his socket. It was much better than going through what he goes through. So each and every one of us going to experience an eternal death. It's either going to be happiness, peace, joy, or it's going to be eternal tormentation. Because what we sow is what we reap. So I'm encouraging you, my brothers and sisters, let us recognize that after all this, because listen, this is only for a time and a season. Living on this earth, because there's going to be a new Jerusalem coming down. God got to clean it. The earth is so corrupted that the earth right now is sick of us on it. The earth is a mother earth. She brings forth food for us. And she keeps us alive, but she is so sick of us because of what we have been done to her. We don't recognize the earth is alive and well. And if we kill the earth, we die because she allows us to live. And that is what's happening in many countries. They don't take care of the earth. They over harvest the earth in some places. They don't put back any nutrient in the earth. They kill all the trees that allow rain to fall, that cause evaporation to take place. And they cut down the trees and they make wood and they burn coal. And they forgot that they still need those trees to breathe out the oxygen that we breathe, that we need. Now, when you kill all the trees, you don't have any more oxygen around you. You get sunburn because the sun penetrates us, because the sun is hot. There's no trees to create any rainfall. And then man go up and they see the cloud, like what Dubai is doing and what China is doing. See it in the cloud. And when man see the cloud and the rain falls, it comes without any condition because it's not seasonal and it was not commanded by God. Man go up, see the cloud, and so the rain does fall and fall and fall because they don't have, you see, they want to get in God's business, but God knows how much measure of whatever need to let the rain fall for us. Man go up and just see the cloud because God gives them the knowledge that certain thing goes in, when the evaporation on the cloud get heavy and water, so they pellet it with every water pellet, and they don't even know where the rain's gonna fall. It just falls and flood out and falls and falls and falls until the earth is over rained. And so many people get killed, get washed away, and so many, because they go up and they see the cloud. Not saying that is a bad thing, because God gives man wisdom and knowledge. But we must also ask God for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in what we're doing. God give man knowledge, but man have to have understanding. God give man knowledge and him let man know a lot of stuff. He give man the wisdom and he said man must have dominion on the earth. But him not tell man to go into him business and the earth himself. Left the firmament alone. Leave God business up there alone, or else we're gonna be our create our own demise before God decide. But so what is happening now? It's created by disobedience. It's created by not following the instruction of God. The instruction of God is says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and all things will be added unto us. We don't want to seek God first. We want to seek whatever we want to seek, but not God's will. So when we do things out of God's will, then we suffer the consequences. There is an cause and an effect. From what you do, there's an effect that comes from the cause. If you tell a lie, you're a liar. And every liar will be judged or maybe thrown in jail. If you steal, then you're a thief, a kleptomaniac. And if people catch you stealing, then you'll have to pay. Maybe put you in jail, maybe cause you a lot of very embarrassment. But so let us think before we do stuff. So I leave it to you. I'm going to try and find this. I want to leave it to you a word that should dwell in the sacred place of the Most High God. Let me see if I can get it on. And let's see if I can get it for you to listen. And I want to close. That said, I want to close. It's a little song I put together, and I would like to get it on. I would like to get it played. So I'm trying to find it. Wow. Sorry for the delay. I'm trying to find it. I didn't see that. I don't have this one. Oh, yeah, I do have it. Yeah. Let me place it. Hopefully play. Here we go.
Power on. Bluetooth. Connected.